support you guys give me on the chair, because it's destined to go wrong one of these days.
Oh, it is.
You know, we're doing that just for the network. They called and said, hey, watch him on the chair.
Take care of Mr. Cohen, his precious cargo. But sir, what if I get hurt? Take care of Mr. Cohen, his precious cargo.
If you get hurt, he plays a doctor on TV, so you're okay. He can heal you up.
Yeah, I'll stethoscope you.
I can't, Robbie, I got my earplugs all tangled.
Why?
They were in my pocket.
Why?
What are you doing that?
Because I imagine you can't hear me right now.
I can hear you.
You don't hear?
I'm standing a foot away from you.
Oh yeah, tell me what he just said then, Rich.
He said, yeah, that's what I thought. What's happening, Vegas?
How's it going, everybody? You know, Rich and I haven't spent a lot of time on stage, so we thought it'd be nice to...
Yeah, that's why we come out here, because we know that you haven't gotten to see us much. And like any good house guest, we've shown up and we've brought candy.
Organic sugar and not gonna make your teeth rot.
We were talking earlier, Matt, about your costume last night. Yeah. It was great, it was awesome. And then, so it was like there were a lot of people trying to test if the belt was real or something. And they're like, oh wow, it's attached.
That was, I believe, either Emily Swallow or Kim Rhodes or both.
Or everybody.
Yeah, there was no back belt. You know, it's like strictly a costume belt just for the front.
Yeah. Oh, I see it stopped right here.
This was like a halfer belt. Didn't really do much, just decoration.
You guys carry on, I'm gonna
take your time, Chief.
I'm doing origami back here. It's great. I'll keep you posted.
Okay, awesome.
We should go ahead and get started. This is our chance to answer some
maybe
questions.
we'll be able to talk.
Because I'm over here.
Hi, babes.
Hello.
Did you say hi, babes?
Yes, I did.
All right.
It's coming along pretty well, Bobo.
Yeah, we're good.
Good to hear, Rich.
Take your time.
Keep at it.
All right. Your question, babe?
First and foremost, I just want to say this is my first time getting to see you guys after Kings of Con and all the episodes being released. So I just want to say I enjoyed the show so much, and that even though like the average episode is like about 15 minutes, it always took me like a half an hour longer because I would just be laughing so much, and then I have to like pause it and calm down and keep watching, only to have to stop it again because I kept laughing. So.
That's awesome. Thank you so much.
Success, Bobo.
Oh, really?
Got a handle.
Wow, great.
Problem solved.
It's not on your ear yet.
Did you fix it?
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Thank you so much.
So my question is for all three of you, and it is, what do you consider to be the defining moments of your friendship?
Well, now you people just made it weird.
Hey, just work right in your ears.
We got this.
Yeah.
Roger that, Bobo.
I'm gonna have to say, there's so many things I think that Rob and I believe Rich had this one. That Rob and I have shared numerous circumstances and laughs.
Is red right and blue left, Bobo?
Keep working on it.
Okay. That's right, Rich.
Keep working on it. But I think what builds character in a relationship are the troubled times that you go through together. I think Robbie and I last week had a little bicker, and I have never felt better about our relationship than when I saw your face and I got back here.
That's awesome. Seriously, it's awesome.
And I just want to say, you are with people so often that sometimes you're going to argue about something. It has to happen. But it's what happens after that that is pure magic. Your love overcomes everything for each other. It's just beautiful.
That's awesome, man.
Seriously.
I can't disagree with that. I think you're right. You're defined by troubled times and how you deal with them. And what came
And
out
for artists, right? Doesn't so much great art come out of pain?
Yeah.
You know, I think just the friendship of two artists sometimes needs a little pain to make the love really feel like love.
I'm sorry.
Ready? Should we take a question?
Okay, well, we just answered one.
Well, no, let's start. Let's start it off, boys.
There's a touchy-feely one.
Touchy-feely?
Yeah.
I'll pass. All right. You, over there.
And that's it right there. That's our relationship.
You, right there.
Hi. Specifically, hi, Rob.
Hello.
You're my favorites.
Oh my God, really?
But Matt, we do miss your moose knuckle.
Wow.
We miss that at
Wow.
She misses your moose knuckle.
Oh, I thought you said I was your moose knuckle, and
You
for a
just
second, I don't know how to answer that question.
karaoke. Not a
sure.
question.
Well, my moose knuckle misses you also.
That knuckle.
Okay, moving on. So my question is actually for all three of you. If Chuck, Gabriel, and Michael were stuck in an elevator, what would happen?
Well,
For starters, can we discuss the fact that there's an interesting moment in that preamble where she said, "I miss your moose knuckle," and you said, "Oh, I thought you said
you're my little...
your moose knuckle." But now I see you miss my knuckle. Well, my moose knuckle misses you, and she goes, "Okay." I'm like, I'm not sure Matt's the one who made that moment weird. If you open with moose knuckle, you should expect a moose knuckle themed response. That's just, I mean, my commentary on that exchange. Secondly,
I think we've turned down the crab on your ears.
oh, come on.
Kidding, I'm kidding.
Don't hurt.
We love hypotheticals. This is great. Robbie?
Yeah, we can jump in the elevator, and I'm just gonna take a step back and see what my sons do to deal with this.
Okay, Matthew, have at it.
And then, Matt,
Yep.
this is what happens. Trickster Gabriel goes, Michael, have at it.
Have at it.
Sure.
And Michael goes,
I go, guys, let's do some push-ups.
Right?
We're doing push-ups,
Awesome.
and then we try to get out of the elevator, and we can't get out of the elevator.
and then I go, nice try, and then because I'm God, I go poof, and we're on
We're out
some
of the
desert
elevator.
somewhere.
It's awesome. Of desert,
Yeah.
though.
It's a desert with, it's actually the beach.
Awesome. That's much better.
We're like, the desert? I'm like, no, it's actually the beach.
You
Aw.
turn around into the water. You did, Dad. You fooled us.
And there's Rich crawling down the beach, and he's just a little crab, though. Now he's just crabbing along.
Grab it. Great question. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you.
Hi guys. I just have to say, coming to vegascon every year since you've started has been the best highlight of my whole year every year, and it keeps
Well, that's
getting better
awesome.
and better.
Thank you.
So I have to ask the three of you, what fun activities outside of the cons do you like to do together, and what would you like to do in the future together that you haven't done?
What like work-wise or?
No, like for fun.
For fun.
Because our schedules are so busy and we spend most of our time doing this, I think that this is our hangout time.
Yeah, I don't
That's
think-
what makes this weekend so fun for us, and I think for a lot of you too. You meet people here, and that becomes your friend base, right? And so I can just think of like great memories we've had that have been not con related, but because we're at a con, like you and I, when we climbed the bridge in Sydney. That was-
We barely knew each other at that
Right.
point. Like, we were like, are you doing this?
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I got
And
to
he dropped out, and
He
we were like,
dropped out.
all right, it's us.
Whatever.
Yeah. Rich?
Ditto. I mean, most of our we don't really get to hang out that much between gigs, except for Kings of Con, obviously, which was a gig, but nonetheless,
You and I actually spend every day together.
you and I have been on time together, especially in creating the show and developing the show and all that kind of stuff. I see Rob a lot, but the three of us, we have our times here. And we've had great times here, and in Rome, and in England, and in Germany, and in cities all over the United States and Canada. So we've been blessed with great experiences, but they're almost always they're centering around cons or satellite events around conventions. So in many ways, we're having the same experience you guys are having,
Yeah.
getting together with our buddies
Yeah.
for a convention.
And I can tell you this, if this stops, then we will find a way to get together at home. Like I cannot imagine not spending every other weekend hanging out, you know what I mean? So,
I feel like if this stops, and eventually it will, and we decide to get together again, we probably won't do it in Los Angeles. We'll find a major metropolitan adjacent airport and meet in the brown we can find.
yeah. And rent the convention room.
And just stand on the stage in the room and just catch up.
Yeah, with a microphone. And we'll make sure we have some dead foliage hanging out.
Well done.
Always important.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Thank you for being here, general platitudes, etc.
Let's get right to it then.
Yeah. So for all three of you, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't believe any of you were in The French Mistake.
No.
Okay. And so my question is, if you could have written you and or your character into the episode, how would it have gone?
I think I should have played Kripke in that. Don't they come across the writer?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Give us a brief summary of the episode.
That's the one where they go into the alternate reality where they are
Gotcha.
themselves.
Gotcha.
And at some point, did they hire an actor to play the Kripke guy? Yeah, I think that would have been fun if I was that. You know what I mean?
I would have liked to play Jensen at the alternate version of Jensen. Is that a thing? Can I do that?
He comes, but they
He
are-
kind of plays himself?
Yeah.
So they're like,
Sam-
oh, that's
Sam
the
and
episode where
Dean.
they're like, you're the guys from the show.
Yeah, Sam and Dean go into this alternate reality. People are like calling them Jensen and Jared, and they're like, what?
Yeah, still same answer. So it's just take J.A. out of that episode, put MC into the episode. It's just gonna be cool.
Boom. Rich?
What would you like to have seen me do?
Well, I believe that if the boys had seen you on the other side, they would have suggested the entire thing was a trick.
Exactly what I was going to say. The whole thing was a trick, Robbie.
There you go.
I mean,
Thank you for your
it was,
question.
But
Well done. Thank you.
thank you.
You.
Hi, y'all.
Hello?
Hey.
I really love Kings of Con. I can't get my husband to watch Supernatural, but I can get him to watch Kings of Con,
Great.
which is awesome. And my favorite episode is the episode Mandy showed up in.
Yeah.
And I wanted to know what that was like for you, Matt, having Mandy there. You've worked with her before. And what it was like for you, Rob, to get some action there with Mandy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, I know I wasn't included in the question here, but I'm gonna paint a picture for you of two guys. One named Rob, one named Rich, in the writer's room after the story is broken and the script is written, and now we're thinking of people to play the role. In this episode, Rob Benedict has to kiss a young lady, and we're thinking of who we can ask to be in it. And Rob, the second we're like, well, who should we get to play? I have thought. Okay, Robbie, what do you think? Like, I think it's really an interesting exploration. We had Matt's what? Mandy. I'm like, wait a minute. Are you pitching that your kissing scene is with Matt's wife, Mandy? I'd love to see. That'd be an interesting journey for her as an actress. And I think, it'd be. She's not. I'm not. She's not my. Hot brunettes are not my thing. But
Incredibly hot.
it would just be.
Hot brunette.
I think it'd be
That's
interesting.
not. No, that's not. No. No, sir.
How did it
It
go?
went like this. Gosh, who can we get to play Stella? Her name is Stella. Who can we get to... You know what? Mandy Cohen is amazing. She had the kid, she hasn't worked as much as she should be. She should be in our show. I think that'd be amazing.
Don't make this about my son. This has nothing to do with this.
Let's do it for Macklin. I think those are my words.
So season 2 is going to be Kings of Con, and Rob's son is going to be my son holding his hand. But I love you, little child. It's perfect.
I like where you're going with that.
You're gonna make a... Now listen, Macklin, I need you to call me Dada, okay? Can you call me Dada? Grandpa! Yeah, Dada! And then there's Grandpa.
No, Dada.
Grandpa! Gramps!
Why do you smell like wee wee? What was that you said that one time?
I said, what?
Tinkle.
I said,
Why does Uncle Rob smell like
why
tinkle?
does Uncle Rob smell like Tinkle? Yeah, that was. Uncle Rob shakes a lot and smells like Tinkle.
Anyway, it never occurred to me that it was weird until we were on set, and that's when I felt a little bit. It was a little, I did one of those things like rehearsing. I was like, and then I kiss you, and then when I did.
I think you thought it was weird when you pitched it, and I said,
You do not look at me like that. That's a Tuesday. I don't know why.
it actually was a Tuesday. You're right. You're pitching that on a Tuesday. Yeah, Rob was, I mean,
It was also hard. It was also weird when I asked for another take. That was.
it was weird. And especially because we weren't even rolling yet, we're setting up the camera. And also it was weird, we called Mandy, we asked her if she'd do it, she said yes. And then he did like an end zone victory dance. It was very inappropriate. I'm on the phone like, well great, we're excited to have it. He's,
No.
and then you went over to the picture of Echo and he said, suck it man! How's your X-Men now?
We just made up. That's all. He's trying to break us apart, man.
It's working. Got me. I'm fucking H. I love you.
No, nothing.
I think it's interesting to hear the story from different perspectives because I give the facts and you give the alternative facts. And I think it's a very interesting.
How dare you?
Wow, if I had a drumstick right now, just do.
Yeah, I wish I had a drumstick right now too.
You know, I'm a little peckish. I could do it with a thigh and a wing.
Somebody booed.
Yeah. We would taste over here. Boo! Sit down!
We finally got booed.
Go back to the analogies, the hypotheticals.
Anyway, thanks for the question.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
What?
Slow your roll.
What?
Question not answered.
No? What was the question?
Walk us through the moment when you're standing in front of Matt and about to kiss his wife. Let's go there. Matt's on set.
Do you want your fake story, your fake news? Or do you want...
I'm just standing here.
I was a professional, and I treated it like a professional actor would treat it, and I sincerely needed like 3 or 4 takes because the scene wasn't where it needed to be.
That's professional?
I was thinking about the story. Listen,
How dare you kiss my wife's mouth while thinking about a story and not her sexy ass mouth? You. I wonder if Act 3 is going to end properly if I have the right. You just told you're beautiful, but I wonder if at the end of the second, if there's going to be a commercial. It's not fair, Rob. It's just not fair.
Hold on. I'm going to pause for 1 second and say to you a second. I want to point this out. We rarely have this opportunity. Right over there are 2 crew members from Supernatural, the show itself. And I want to acknowledge this three. There's Marty, the assistant editor. You got John Fitzpatrick, who edited my episode that airs this week. There's John. Wave, John. And PJ, who runs post-production. We so rarely get crew people here. A round of applause to the people who make the show, please. And they love to be spoken to.
they love hugs.
They love hugs. They love to be touched.
Selfies.
They expect to not get out of here without having.
And wet kisses. There's a list.
John says, I'm married but willing, is what he said to me. They're here, they'll be here around for, if you get a chance to say hi and pick their brain, they're brilliant at their job and wonderful people. Gentlemen, ladies, thank you so much.
I just want to say one thing before we put this to bed. Dear God, please.
Wait,
Good night, everybody. Is that, yeah. But in all honesty, what was funny about it is that we did this scene, and then later in the episode, she meets Matt, and she's smitten. And it was like watching someone go from like pretending they like somebody to being in love. Like you could see it on the screen. She's like, it's crazy. And all the crew members were out there like there's a crew member who never spoke, and he's just like, they're beautiful. The two of you on screen together, there was such an electric energy.
I do think Mandy was very professional during the whole process. Could have been otherwise very awkward. She did ask for a spit bucket. I was never sure.
Good one. That was such an ass. Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you. Great question. Thank you.
Next question.
guys. So I have a
Sweating.
pretty random departure question.
Okay.
Are you a bath person or a shower person?
A what?
This is a question she's been asking, I think, this weekend.
And not with or without my wife. She has nothing to do with the bath or shower part of this.
Bath or shower?
Bath person or a shower person? I'm a shower person.
I mean, I'd love to be a bath person. I would love to light some candles
Yeah.
and some hippie smells and have a floating tray of pizza and sit there. But in all reality, my son's almost 2, and usually he's peeing on my leg while I'm in the shower. So I'm a shower guy.
Shower.
Yeah. I try to light a bath.
How'd it go? Probably took a while.
Not well, man.
Well,
Harder than you think.
Honey, the water won't light on fire.
I think I'm doing it wrong. No, I get in the bath and then I'm just bored. What are we doing now? What are we doing? You know, I get real bored.
my fingers aren't even pruny yet.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Anyway, there you go.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, so my question's for Rob. I'm from Perth, Australia.
Yes, ma'am. How are you? I love Perth, and Perthians are some of my favorite people.
Have you been yet?
What's that?
Have you been to Perth yet?
No, I haven't been to Perth yet. But I want to go, and we're actually trying. We're planning.
We're trying.
We're trying to plan a trip where I
I'm
can
totally
go.
kidding. I'm from Melbourne, but I just wanted to make you laugh.
By the way,
I knew that because of the accent. I can tell you were Melburnian.
and it's that kind of tomfoolery that makes Rob absolutely hate Perth. He is so... It's that kind of crap.
It's okay, Rob. We all know you don't hate Perth.
Thank you so much. That means so much to me.
And I'm so excited to see you guys in May.
Thank you. We're excited to come. Thank you. You're lovely. Somebody gets it.
You want to make out with her in an episode of Kings of Cons? Or just
And then,
sign her up?
never mind. It wasn't. She just said what? Like, it's Richard. Yeah. Okay. She said yes.
Okay, good. You.
Hi. So first I want to thank you, Matt and Rob, for signing my book for my friend in the hospital right now. That was just really sweet, and thank you. That was awesome.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
And my question is, if you could describe Jared, Jensen, and Misha all in each 3 words, what would you use?
Wait. Each one gets 3 words, or
each
3
gets
words to
3
describe them
words.
all?
Each one gets 3 words.
Hot for all 3.
Pretty much exactly what I was thinking, yeah.
So
exactly.
for Jensen, I'd go hot bow legs. For Jared, I'd go hot hanging penis. And for Misha, I would say hot and philanthropic.
Says you're missing a word.
And.
Oh, right.
Well, he's good looking, but
I heard that one. Oh, it just happened in front of all these people.
I hope that helps. And
What are your 3 words for those 3 people? If you could make one set of 3 words for all of those 3 people. You got nothing.
so she asked the question. She obviously she needs.
That's what it is. I got nothing. Well done. Now you know how we feel up here. But we can't come up with a fucking answer.
She needs a rich.
I know, she needs a rich.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What's the thing? 3 words? It was a what? I'd be a what? What is it?
I love how now when you do rich, your tilt down at the head and the look up. I'm like, how can you even see?
What?
He's like, yeah.
and your imitation is spot on, so I can't question. But I wonder, do I lean forward? I mean, I'm not questioning the cranky. I'm not questioning the terse. The body position I take issue with.
You do. It's not. I mean, it's an exaggerated version. You come in and you're like, all right, stand up straight, Rich. Oh, sorry.
Stand up straight, he straightens the leg. He's like, Right.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You.
Hi. So I was wondering between the three of you, who gets picked on the most?
Rob.
My name's Rob Benedict.
By the way, that's
So you're saying that dad gets picked on by his children?
Well, they don't.
what? No, he's a real person. God, we don't pick on. God, we would never mess with.
It's not a smart decision.
No. You don't have with God. That's what my license plate says. Don't F with God.
What'd you say?
So that's what my license.
What does it say?
Don't F with God.
Nice.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, but you want to think of it that way. There, yes, if in terms of God, yeah, they're like two petulant teenagers. Just give me trouble all the time.
But in real life, we're like
Two petulant old dudes.
one petulant old dude
And a young
really hot guy.
Yeah, me. It's a cross I have to bear. Yeah. I'm the guy.
But it's like the little kid thing, you know? Like you make fun and you're mean to the person you have a crush on. You love that person so much. You're like, hey, I gotta make fun of you. I don't know what else to do.
Yeah, no, I know it's up in love. It just hurts sometimes.
Rich, console him, Rich.
Suck it up, buddy.
You want to console him? What are we doing? My other favorite thing you do is the whole, like, we did a video for someone who was, in the hospital. It's my video. I was like, we love you, get better. And Rich's video was like, what are you doing out of bed? Get back in there and listen to your doctors. What's your problem?
It wasn't that bad.
Take your medication?
But Rob did give me a hard time. We were sending a nice message to everybody, and I was going like, hey, listen to your doctors, do what they say. This is not a time to be a hero. You don't have a medical degree.
Yeah,
You didn't graduate medical school. I was trying to be funny, and afterwards, like, geez, boot camp. Like, get back. Start it out.
I can't remember what, me, they pick on me. It's okay.
Thank you for the question.
Thank you.
All right, yo.
Hi. So my family has a thing, and it kind of allows us to move and do these weird tricks. And so I was curious if you guys kind of had your own party tricks, and if you'd want to show us.
You have your family has a what?
We have this. It's like this joint disorder. It's not a big deal, but it kind of lets us do these cool like tricks and stuff.
Whoa.
Ah.
Intriguing. Is that weird when I said that's intriguing?
Yeah.
Sorry. I mean, that's amazing. That's kind of fascinating. Better? What party tricks? Matt?
Yeah. Party tricks. Ooh. Let's see. When it comes to parties and tricks.
My brother Matt takes his shirt off.
By the way, I'm not sure that counts as a party trick as much as it's just undressing after the party.
Yeah, well, call it tricks and undressing, whatever it is to you, Rich, angry Rich. It's
Party trick.
something I do at a party. It draws a crowd. It's a party trick.
I feel like
I don't think you do.
Maybe I'm the trick of the party. Kind of slutty and shaming myself right now. I'm shaming myself for taking my shirt off in front of people. Hey!
You know what? I'll be honest. I've always thought of conventions, especially this panel, as a party.
And what's a party without a
party trick?
Party trick.
That's true. What do you got up your sleeve, pal?
I'm gonna juggle.
You? Juggle. Let's see you juggle.
I am right now. I have multiple things I'm working on. It's a schedule hell, but I'm juggling it.
How do you put up with this?
Lots of medication.
Gotcha.
But in fairness, you were doing the medication before we met.
Answering a separate question. Yeah. I would say Rich is a party trick. It's always fun.
I am?
Yeah, it's fun to have just you at a party because you're funny guy. So it's funny to get you going.
You have all those one-liners.
Well, thank you, Baba.
Yeah, but it's always depressing then when you leave before the party's over.
I cash out early.
It's so much fun. Or somebody you don't come. That's a drag. It's fun to have you there. It's so much fun. He's like, all right, I'm out. Not everybody. You do that when we come together to a party and you'll leave. Like, wait, what are we? I thought we in and out together.
I go to bed early.
We'll walk into the
And
party
I
like,
leave
hey,
the house.
everybody, like, all right, have fun, pal. Like, what are you? Yeah, good call it. Not feeling it. Crazy.
We've had that argument. You're going, no, don't go. Like, I'm gonna go. I'm driving, and he still texts me like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, I'm going. Conversation goes from vocal to you shouting to texting. I'm out.
Yeah. So Matt takes his shirt off.
And your party trick is you close down the joint. Because we're polar opposites in that regard. Like, you ain't leaving until they blow out the candles, unplug the sound system. You're in it to win it.
Yeah. Till the cops throw me in the car.
So Matt puts his shirt back on.
Yeah.
That's right.
Good stuff. Your trick is better than ours.
Yeah.
And we didn't even see it. I know it's better. All right.
Thank you for the question.
You.
Thank you. My question is for Rob and Matt. What was it like being directed by Rich in Kings of Con?
Ah, good question.
Is that awkward?
It was, you know, tough. It was tough. It was tough. You know, it was tough.
We're all still here is the important part.
He kept calling me by my character name. It's like, okay, I'm Rob, but that's Rob, but I'm no. It's like enough with the character names. He was great. He's awesome. And Rich is a real talent directing, and that's not something that's not where my talent lies. And so it's always fun when you see a friend in their element doing what they do really, really well. You know, because we wrote it too. It was fun to see him sort of take the reins on our script and mold it, you know, to be how we had imagined it being. So it was great. Can't wait to do it again. Matt?
It was good. It just was what it was, you know, like I felt lucky to be in that role with two guys that I look up to, you know, and I say this all the time, you guys probably get sick of it, but it's just like, you know, for me, I learned so much from these guys, and to be like, here's the words that we wrote, and this is the idea that we have to make this come alive, it's like an immense amount of pressure, and so you want to deliver the best you can, and hopefully it comes out, and you just kind of take all the input, and I don't know, it was exciting. Like they said, I can't wait to do it again, you know? It's awesome. It's awesome to work with people that you love and respect and think are extremely talented. It's awesome.
Kind of a funny thing that happened is a couple times Rich was in a scene and I wasn't in the scene, so it was like, hey man, will you look at the monitor and just let me know, you know, be the director for this? I was like, all right. Like Dad giving me the keys, like to put the headphones on and look at the monitor, like, hey guys, I'm directing this scene. How we doing? Like that's just the television, Rob. That's off the monitor. That's the TV. Got it. So oh, yeah, there's Rich. All right. And when that first happened, I kept going, ha ha! And sound guy's like, Rob, we're hearing your laugh. I was like, got it. Sorry. And I knew that because I'm the director. Here we go. And rolling. Rob, it's not. It's all digital. Got it. Here we go.
I know you did burn a few takes with you laughing.
Yeah. You can hear it on some of the dailies.
Look, I'll tell you, just from somebody who obviously worked with these guys very closely, the character that Rob plays is so intrinsic to he wrote it. I mean, it's his, he embodied it, he created it, he wrote it, we wrote it together. And so you really don't have to direct Rob in Kings of Con. It's basically like, where do I move so the shots work? So it's different. We talk about directing each other or directing Kings of Con. It was more about executing the story with the camera than it was telling these guys what to do in terms of performance. And that was not ever required. Matt immediately got the vibe of that character and went crazy with it. I don't know if I ever had to give Matt a note. If I did, it would be very minor. And it would have been just another option to have, and you know, he did it great once, and let's try something else for fun. And Rob, same. I mean, I don't think Rob and I never gave Rob notes. Rob and I would conspire to make it funnier. Like, ooh, what if we did this? What if we did that? That kind of game. I didn't have to worry about performance. It was more working with Mark Evans, who was our DP, and the production crew to be sure that all the funny stuff they were doing, we were filming correctly. And that was the directing challenge with that, was just doing it quickly and doing it correctly, so I was getting everything these guys were always doing. We were blessed with, obviously Robbie's great, it's his baby, Matt's fantastic, the entire cast. Stem to stern, fantastic talent who were gifting us with their time and skill, so we working with the cast was a blessing. That was not the challenge. The challenge was to make sure I didn't screw it up and not film it right. So that was the bit. Yes, Matthew.
Was your question for Matt and Rob?
I know. I jumped
I'm just checking. It's all good.
I went
No,
rogue.
no, continue.
I know.
Let's just check the record. Matt and Rob, yeah, no, it's us.
Stenographer,
Yeah.
bring back. This question is for Matt and Rob. Damn it. I retract what I said. For the record.
Great, we got a stenographer.
How many, like, they'd create a shortcut for balls. All the dirty words, like, Anyway, thank you for your question. And thank you for watching Kings of Con.
Thank you so much.
If you haven't seen Kings of Con, you can watch it at comic-conhq.com. That number again, comic-conhq.com. Go watch the show. All 10 episodes are up there.
Or they're also on iTunes, they're on Roku, they're on Amazon.
Suitable for binging. All right, you.
Boom.
Oh, boom.
Drink.
My question was about the gift that was Kings of Conversation
Okay.
and how awesome it was.
Thank you.
And what was your favorite part of doing that? And especially Rob, because you did it by yourself.
Yeah, I'll leave that to Robbie.
Well, it was awesome. Kings of Conversation was a show also you can watch that's for free on YouTube and whatnot, the Comic-Con HQ YouTube page. But it was great. It was like doing a live talk show. And you know, we all kind of come from theater, and that's something I don't get to exercise a lot, but something I really, really enjoy. So I loved that vibe, you know. People behind the camera, like, you gotta go to this, get to this. We're running out of time, like something like that. It's just so fun and exciting. And I think that it just creates this great energy. So everyone that came and guest starred, Matt and so many great people came on and guest starred, we all had this vibe. You're like, wow, okay, we're doing it live. This is great, you know. So it was fun for me. I think it's something we'd like to keep doing.
Oh, for sure. Sure. I mean, he teed it up great, and I kind of joined. It was already an oiled machine, so I got the easy part. Showing him something that's already built. I'm glad you liked it, because we had fun doing it, and we want to do it again.
Yeah.
You.
This one's for you.
You're freaking me out.
You once said that being honest on screen is the most important thing that an actor can do. What does it mean to you to give an honest performance, and how do you achieve it?
I think for me, you know, and this is sort of just my taste, like, being honest is, you know, the script may say, you know, Bob walks in and immediately starts crying because he sees whatever it is. But, not you, Bob, different Bob. Why am I crying? whatever, it's right there in the script. But to me, and for any actor who really connects with material, you kind of have to prep yourself and work that material out and see where the road takes you. Because fake crying looks like garbage, fake emoting people see right through it. And if you're not really experiencing what you're trying to translate, you're not creating a real character. You're creating a one-dimensional version of that character. And I really feel, I've said that before about comedy. I feel that really, really applies to comedy. Obviously, and drama as well, but comedy, to me, I've never liked the sort of sitcoms that are like, honey, where are the car keys? Uh-oh. You know, that stuff's not funny to me. Although, what I just did, I kind of nailed it. But,
the old car keys bit.
We used to have, I had two roommates, one of whom was Dr. Goldfarb from Kings of Con, back when we were just out of college, and we used to have this running joke that our being three roommates, we were living a sitcom. And so our teaser was always the same, which was Jim, Dr. Goldfarb, would go in the kitchen and open the microwave and go, Sam, why are your underwear in the microwave? And he'd walk in and go, my underwear? Then I must be wearing my burrito. To me, that was like, that's what crappy comedy felt like, so. What I've always been drawn to, and what Rob's drawn to, and Matt, and all the guys that we share comedic sensibilities is, even though it may seem far-fetched, even though the things we were going through in Kings of Con may seem far-fetched, the characters on screen don't find them far-fetched. They find them actually happening, and they're trying to find solutions.
They don't know they're in a comedy.
No, they're not playing the idea that I'm going to joke. So that the comedies that I see where people are going, set up, punch, hold. Yeah, to me, that's not funny. It's paint by numbers. What I mean as a performer and as a viewer is find the beat that's honest for you and stick with that, because it may be different than what's on the page, but honesty will tell the story far better than faking your way through a blueprint that somebody else wrote if you can't find a grounded element to it. Thank you for your question. Appreciate it. Let's take one more before...
One more question.
I have one question for you.
Oh, great. I can't wait to take this question.
This is a question specifically for Richard, we like to say Dick Spade Jr.
Okay.
You, I understand, direct an episode recently wherein you said to one of the lead actors on the show, don't worry, under no circumstance will the moving truck come near your body laying prone on the ground while we're shooting this shot. And then, approximately 45 minutes later, there goes a truck racing down the road right next to the terrified body of Misha Collins.
That's a great question.
Wow.
Which begs the question,
Right? We haven't gotten there yet.
when you're directing, would you say that the safety of the cast is the least consequential thing to you?
That's a great question, person who I can't say. I'll explain this to you. It's very simple. As a member of the production crew, as somebody who was very close to the production for years, obviously, the people in LA, they value Misha Collins tremendously as an actor. They have for years. He's a wonderful character. They enjoyed working with him.
Go on.
But what we also realized in prepping the episode is, shit, Misha Collins lookalikes are a dime a dozen. I mean, all you need, conventions are proof positive.
Yeah.
Go to a costume contest
Somebody
here.
turn off his microphone, please.
I mean, a brunette kid in a trench coat, boom, you got Misha Collins. And how hard is it to be monotone?
I see like 15 of them right
You know,
now.
it's like, can you talk like this? Can you wear this jacket? Great, you're Misha Collins. You know what I mean? Like, it's real simple. So in that regard, we felt like I would never, ever put Jared or Jensen or Mark Shepard in harm's way. So help me God. But Misha, we had about 4 extras in the truck. We were ready to throw out Misha. If need be. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Let's address this let's discuss the elephant in the room.
Oh, there she is.
Sergey, would you take the stage? So, to this Patricia. For those of you who don't know, it's always fun to have production crew, and sometimes we get actors at these conventions as well. Misha sometimes appears on the show in the role of Castiel, and we're excited to see how that pans out for him. So the question you were asking in backstage was based on maybe a true event. And maybe I feel like we need to therapeutically deal with this. So, without
Okay, yeah, let's get this out of our
let's
system.
hear it out. Let's go.
Literally. So, first of all, just to set the stage, miserable night. I mean, rain, mud, cold, late, and I don't want to spoil the whole
Don't
episode.
spoil
for you
the
guys,
episode.
But there will be a time in the episode, and cover your ears if you don't want to hear this, where the actor playing Castiel is forced to crawl through freezing cold mud. And there's a dirt road that I'm crawling across, and there's a sequence in which a truck is going to come racing down that road. And just to assuage any of my concerns, Richard says, just so you know, there is not, and listen to me carefully, Misha, there is not a universe in which you are on the ground and that pickup truck is driving down this road at the same time.
We're doing green screen. Those two things are not going to be happening at the same time. Do not worry. Cut to, Misha, I'm gonna need you here. The pickup truck is gonna come racing down the road. I mean, you really sold me a bill of goods.
I did, and everything.
What was it? What happened?
By the way, just so you know, that's 100% accurate. There's nothing he said that's over the top. I was ready to jump in and go, yeah, no, that happened. And he looked at me, he's like, oh, what happened? I will never be in the road with the truck. I'm like, oh, pish posh. Visual effects says it's fine. And he's like, visual effects can CGI fresh leg on me if I get hurt. Like, what do they care? They have no horse in this race. I said, TikTok kid, I'm losing my day. Let's do this. And we did it. It was one take. It wasn't so bad. And now we have this great friend moment that we can share on stage.
But did you tell him? Yeah, you have to cut that scene. It actually did make the final.
Take it easy.
You missed his life or not?
Well, that's just classic Benedict.
So angry all the time.
Taking our near-death experience.
Making it about you.
Making it all about you. Dashing the hopes of this young actor who wants to stay on the show.
By the way, I'm selling the cut scene on DVD. Find it in the merch room. $50 or whatever you can get. Thank you.
Yeah, so that happened.
So, well, that's exciting. That's a great story.
Yeah.
Good story that you can.
I think it made us closer.
Well, it made me closer to the pickup truck.
It sure as hell did. Damn right it did. Well, I'm going to take this subtle hint as somebody backstage telling us that I think our panel or let's not make this weird. So, boys, are you ready to play us off? Are you ready?
Are we
okay.
going to play Misha's song?
No, we're going to play us off. Then we'll play Misha on.
Okay, should I leave?
No, just hang here. It's cool.
Okay.
You're a good one. You ready? All right. Take it, boys.
He's Richard. I'm Rob. This is Matt. Thank you so much.
Without further ado, let's bring out the guy you've been waiting for. I know you're on pins and needles.
He's my
All right, keep in your pants. Man's a trained professional. He didn't hear that kind of adoration from you people. All right, Las Vegas, enjoy yourself. Rob, get away from his crotch. Away from his crotch, Rob. Rob, away from his crotch.
Well, I think we started that off on the right foot. The last episode, Richard, that you directed was the Imaginary Friends episode, right? Have you already left? Yes. Is that right? You know better than him anyway.